Hi, welcome to the Gooner Brothers channel, the show that is dedicated to everything Arsenal. Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal.
Second leg.
Why are we even doing this? There's no point doing this preview, man. The probability of us actually going through is so low that nobody's gonna make a bet we're gonna do it.
Just gotta have faith, man.
Let's go straight into team news. Cazorla started training with us at the Emirates right before the first leg at Atletico, but we're not too sure if he's gonna play for Arsenal ever
Yeah,
again.
he said that he wants to play by the end of the season. I guess
There's no way.
maybe it's just a nice send-off game for him, right?
Injuries. Now, we actually have several kinds of injuries from several different players. First of all, Kolasinac limped off with an ankle injury. I think when he collided with Pogba. Other than that, we have Ospina with the rib injury. We have Alex Iwobi with a hamstring injury. And last but not least, Mkhitaryan called out because he got a bump on his knee, which was the same knee that ruled him out for a couple of weeks. So all different: knee, rib, hamstring, and a few others.
Lastly, just want to mention Rob Holding signed a new contract with us. I think he's a promising player, and tying him down to a long-term contract is a smart move by Wenger.
It's good for the club.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to the opening game.
We know who we're playing. A solid defense machine, essentially, in Atletico. We tried to throw everything, and we only managed to score one.
Exactly.
They just attacked one freaking time.
I know. With 10
Our
men.
defense was
With 10
embarrassing. With 10
men.
men, we couldn't break down a 10-man Atletico team.
Hey, we can't be doing it at Emirates Stadium. How are we gonna do it at...
Two red cards. Two red cards, man. That's how it's gonna happen.
The funny thing is, Fikri and I have not been at Wanda Stadium. The Wanda Stadium is a new one, right? However, a couple of years ago, we actually did visit Vicente Calderon. Back in, I believe, 2015, we went to watch Atletico versus Getafe, right?
Yeah.
The crowd was just...
Incredible.
It's a hellhole for visitors. I mean, if you're the visiting team, it's like...
We saw Griezmann score as well.
Yeah, and I believe they only conceded, what, 4 goals this season just in La Liga at home? Against 4 goals.
They've only conceded 4 goals in La Liga. At home, I mean.
It's already at the end of the season and they only conceded 4 goals in La Liga. It's like...
All we need is to score 2 out of the 4. Alright, that's all we need. Honestly, in my opinion, the first leg, we didn't penetrate enough. We had all the possessions, but we didn't cross enough. We didn't get any balls, good balls at least, into the box. All we needed was just one really good ball in and we would have scored that opening goal.
Yeah,
which is what
exactly.
happened. Essentially, we got that good cross in and Lacazette put the ball back in the net. Atletico Madrid is a defensive-minded team. They're gonna go in knowing that Arsenal need to attack. So they're gonna set up the same way. They're gonna set up the same way, but this time with 11 men, and they're gonna just go off the break. Arsenal can't hold anything back. It's a game 7. If you guys watch NBA playoffs, it's a game 7 for Arsenal right now. If they don't get the result, they're out. There's nothing else to play for this season.
It's game 7 playing at a stadium where... I don't know, like, it's impenetrable. Like, the crowd is crazy, man.
We know how good they are defensively, but at the same time, we need to step up that gear. Against Man United, to be fair, we played much better despite having a younger team compared to the Atletico game. We didn't even have any sort of ruthless attack or crisp passing. We had none of that. It was just too slow. We just kept passing the ball sideways and there was not enough attack-mindedness. I can't even count the number of times Arsenal played one-on-one in the game. We need to attack the wingbacks. Like Bellerin, Monreal, Welbeck need to go one-on-one against the Atletico wingbacks, but we didn't do any of that. They're cramping the middle and we just need to go wider and cross the ball in, essentially.
You know, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. This season, we've won 2 games away in Europe and those wins were against Ostersund, which not that... But the second one was against AC Milan. I think no one thought we would actually go there and get a good result. We actually went there and got 2-0. Knowing that, I know it's AC Milan and Atletico Madrid, they're not exactly on the same level, but it just goes to show that when Arsenal need the result, we can do it.
But AC Milan had a good run.
Yeah, right before that.
Yeah, they were undefeated in 2018 until we faced them.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
There is a chance that we're gonna go.
There's a chance. No, that's definitely a chance. Based on what I saw in the game, I think Atletico Madrid, they're not that great offensively. All we need to do is be a little bit more solid than that embarrassing kick that, you know, Koscielny did. The slip by Mustafi, that was just inexplainable. Let's move on to lineup. Ospina, knowing that he has that rib injury, either way, I don't think he's gonna start. I'm gonna have Czech in goal. For right back, I'm just gonna put Bellerin in, despite playing bad for the last 10 games. We have no other choice, especially if we're gonna go with Chambers, for example. He doesn't offer anything in attack. Bellerin at least does, right? For the center backs, I'm gonna go with Koscielny, and surprise, surprise, MAVROPANOS. He had a stellar game
against
Man United. Really hope he replaces Mustafi.
Yeah.
I want to see this kid play. You can see his hunger in the game.
He knocked out Lukaku, man.
Yeah, I think he's a solid player that probably, you know, coming season, he could be a starting lineup player, considering Mertesacker is probably going to be sold. Even Mustafi might even be sold, you know? I would put him in. And left back, I would put Monreal. Holding two players, Dijaka, who's had really solid game against Man U, and next to him, Maitland-Niles, who also had a good game. Front three, behind the striker, Welbeck, Ozil in the middle, and Ramsey on the right. The reason why I don't put Mkhitaryan in is because I don't think we should risk him just at the beginning, and I don't think Wenger wants to do that as well.
Put him as a sub.
Yeah, for sure. If he's fit, he will definitely come on. We need him, but let's just see how we do without him for now. And up front, of course, we're gonna have Alexander Lacazette.
For key player to watch, Constantinos Mavropanos.
If he plays, I mean,
if he plays, I'm gonna pick Ozil if Mavropanos is not playing, and it's simply because if he isn't the driving force, it's very difficult for us to break defense. I don't see us being able to break their defense through the wings because we're always stuck at the wings. If you notice, the flanks, they always pass back to our fullbacks, and they pass sideways. We need to have times where we can break them and counter, because not all the time that they are going to be sitting back parking the bus. There will be times that they're going to try to control the possession, and then instead of sitting back, they're going to walk up, start attacking. That's when we have to be prepared to break the deadlock, just counter-attack anytime. And I feel that Ozil is going to be the guy that's going to determine whether our game 7 goes in or not. For key battles, I'm going to have to say Koscielny and Griezmann, because from that blunder when he tried to clear the ball with a one-on-one with Griezmann, yes, Mustafi should have been less complacent and followed him back. As a matter of fact, he should have ran back to Ospina to make sure that if he gets past.
But that was an easy clearance by Koscielny.
That's why I'm picking Koscielny versus Griezmann, because that could be the reason why we don't go through, just because of that simple away goal. For score prediction, I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw. In order for us,
hopeful 2-2 draw.
Hopeful 2-2 draw. In order for us to get into the final, we need to either win 1-0 or we need to at least draw 2-2 or 3-3 or 4-4. So we would go on aggregate based on away goals. Whatever it is, we need to score.
We just need to score
because of that blunder by Koscielny.
At the end of the day, this game is gonna be an all-out attacking game. If Arsenal scores, it's gonna be a crazy game.
Yeah, because at least if we score 1, if it's 1-0, Atletico will have to score 1 at home. But at least if it's 1-0, then we have a chance to go into extra time and penalties if it becomes 1-1. But if it becomes 2-0, which is very unlikely, then they would need to score 3 goals in order for them to go into the finals to make it 3-2. But if we score 2 away goals, I think that's it. Like, it's very unlikely.
Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. If you like the video, please click that subscribe button. So, till next time,
peace!